Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, in which we all wonder how we made it past Monday, and how is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well and managing to keep going this week. I know we've got quite a lot of people dealing with a lot, and everybody else in general is just, honestly, life is not designed to be easy. I'm fairly sure we lost the manual somewhere, and if anyone ever figures it out, please let me know. However, let's sort ourselves out, work out where we are. Well, I know where I am. I'm in IKEA doing some shopping. And welcome in, people. Let's see. We have a Blast Jordan and a Frauke and a True Purple who got here before I even started streaming, so thank you to you for joining. And a Seribot, welcome in to the bot. Good bot. Superfast Feg, welcome in, and thank you for the lurk. I hope the work doesn't distract you too heavily and evilly. Jerry May, welcome in. Raven, it's good to see you. Scrolling past the scrolling, which is always good. Oh, and there we are. Hail Hydrate. We have a Hydrate and a Stretch from Jerry May. Let's get the stretch in as well. Yeah. Yep, just a few creaky bones, as always. Curse these ancient bones of evil. No, wait, hold on. That's just... yeah. And Blast Jordan on a 22-month subscription. Thank you so much for that. 2 days late for button day. Whoopsie. But thank you so much for booping that button, Blast. It's love. Hold on. I should be talking to you. I mean, I know it... This is me. At least I can talk to you at rather than, just staring at something. Taran on a 7-stream streak. Taran is streaking AFK to grab breakfast that finally arrived. Yay for breakfast. Blast Jordan on a 405 stream streak. How many days has it been again? Yes. The answer to that is yes. Ritsu, welcome in. Good to see you. And I think that's me caught up. Goodness. Chat. Are you feeling alright? You let me catch up quickly. Moss blocks. Moss blocks. Where did I leave moss? There. Oh. We may have to go somewhere else for moss. Oh, and we have an Igglypuff for those in chat who might be interested in trying to catch it. Let's go for that. Better than yesterday. Work will be quieter than usual since it's American Thanksgiving week. You're probably the only one who will be in the office, at least for the Devon QA team. And we have Frauke advising us that this is a weekly with 210 base stats, so you may want to try and catch it. Thank goodness I hit the Ultra Ball button then. I'd like for the sun to set so that I can go shopping, please. I need to go shopping. Hello. Hello, Gust. No? No. Okay. While we're doing that, let me swap to... Nope. This one. Over the weekend, I did a little bit of work, and this was the tower that we finished last week. Helps if I don't clip through the wall. But I've added the tower for Satan, Sanity, Santa, and Klaus, and their grotto. I've also found some more end rods, so I've got all the end rods in place. So that's 2 towers in this area, which I think looks particularly spectacular when they're that close to each other. Even more so if I hit this button and we get it in shaders, because when you're looking at it from somewhere like this, it's like that's just cool. Chaos Twin, welcome in. Tower doesn't look nearly demonic enough to be the one for Satan. Well, yes. But, yeah. This is the base towers. At some point, we could go through and decorate them. But I'm happy with getting the base towers in, because it takes about 5 hours, 6 hours per tower now. And I've still got another few to do. We've got this one for IKEA. We've got the one for the mining village over here. And if I remember rightly, we've got one over here for Goldenstein still. Yeah, I've still got to mine out the area for the Goldenstein one. So that's fun. So there are still multiple towers to finish. This one may end up having more of the world removed, because I spotted this behind it. And if I take out that pillar of lava, it might be perfectly placed to put a gold farm right over this pit of lava. I'd still probably have to do quite a bit of well, I might have to remove some landscape, particularly stuff like that. But even if I don't, the area around here might be a good spot to put in a gold farm and just see what happens. The spawn rates might be terrible at first, but we can always work on it over time. So yeah, there's a little bit of scope creep sneaking in. Also, where the heck's the portal? Where am I going? Oh, right next to me. Of course it is. Ah, dear. So yeah, that's although a gold farm isn't exactly scope creep. We kind of need it if we're going to be able to actually have decent supplies of some of the materials that we don't have. Because, to be honest, we don't have them. This area, I think, needs to be mined out. Scope creep in this channel. It's more likely than you'd expect. Yeah, exactly. I'm also thinking just go through and remove this forest and then replant it. Of course I am. We all know scope creep is the answer, and there's 42 of them working in shifts. Yep. Unfortunately, I do believe you're absolutely right there. Right, let's go and get some moss. Whee! Please ignore the what the heck are these things? The plants from the end that are growing, I was using them to get end rods. And that's the other thing we need to build. That chorus fruit, thank you. The cherry picker memorial revenge farm. Good night, Jerry May. Look after yourself. Thank you for popping in. Cherry Picker's Revenge Memorial Blaze Farm. That's the word I was looking for. I swear, the name for that gets longer every time I try and remember it. Now, how? Nope. Nope. Oh. I don't have much moss. Fine. We're going short. We need to acquire moss. Also, our game sounds low. Nope. That's not what I want. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Alright, let's get some moss while we're here. Oh, hey. I forgot I converted this into a dual-purpose farm. When did I make this a dual-purpose farm? Ah, goodness. And Kel is streaking through chat. Thank you for the 10 stream streak, Kel. I know you probably have to go and look after yourself and sleep as well, because fairly shortly. So thank you for coming in. I hope you're able to stay for a little bit, but yeah, do take care of yourself. Here we find Scotsman running back and forth, gathering materials. Hi-ho, hi-ho, we're harvesting, you know. We need the moss and all the stuff. Hi-ho, hi-ho, hi-ho. It's always useful when you can just stand here and the moss comes to you. All the moss. All the moss. Is that from... Whoops. From the same shopping network that brought you Aldi Bar, Aldi Stores, and Aldi Mayhem. Yep, have to report to activity, but on self-study, so you can just have to report in for attendance. If you stand anywhere long enough, moss comes to you. True. Well, that's nice. That's good, Kel. I hope that you're able to actually get through what you need to do tomorrow, though. It's always good having people here. How are we doing? I'd say that's probably enough to be going on with. What do we think? I didn't really need a huge amount of moss. It just happens to be that I can get it quickly. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's get out of here. I swear, I like that moss farm. But equally, it's Did I ever clear out the storage at the Lagaville Moss Farm? Yeah, I did, Raven. It's pretty empty. As far as I'm aware. I'm not even sure that the Moss Farm at Lagaville is functional anymore. I think it suffered a cobblestone error. Probably worth checking. Whee! Let's go and check Lagaville. I sometimes find it funny just how close everything is to each other and yet how far apart it is simultaneously. Because from Lagaville to the Caldera is not very far, and from the Caldera to Gordonstein is not very far, and it's just all there. What did one patch of moss say to the other when asked what he thought of the summer weather? He said, "I'm liking it so far." Oh, goodness. Alright. You know that comment about having cleaned it out? I apparently didn't clean it very well. Those are empty. Yeah, apparently I didn't clean it out very well. I were definitely not mossing around. Oh. Now the question becomes, if I go through the right door, not the left door, the right door, is it still a functional farm? Actually, it looks like it might be. Apparently it's still functional. Wouldn't describe it as fast, but I'd describe it as functional. Hey, TGM. Welcome in. It's small, and it's a very old generation design. I think this was one of the first Moss Farm designs before people started really optimizing them. But hey, it's useful. Just realised cam account still had Pretty's mode on. Right. Now that we have wandered, lonely as a Scots, through air and moss and things, we'll head over to Jurassic World and build some more of the things. Hello. Meow to you too. Right. Mostly I came back here because I needed deep slate. Which I'm strongly suspicious about the amount I have left. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 3.5 barrels of deep slate left. So something tells me I need to go on a mining trip for deep slate. I don't wanna... Mining for deep slate just takes forever. One of these days, I might have to make it, figure out how to make a beacon. And I know what that means. And I don't want to do that either. Is it bad that we're nearing the end of the 4th year and I'm now just about considering fighting the Wither? And we have a nimble in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch it. What do we have? And judging by that base, I think the Frauke Information Service is going to say that this is good for the weekly. I think. Yep. So yeah, that one's good for the weeklies. Put the rest of the moss and the moss into there. Right. So, when last we were here... That's impressive. That's only half a bed. When last we were here, we were working on the Armadillo day spa. I think today I would like to actually start paying attention to the docking tower. I think we need to start figuring out the actual tower itself. Also, we appear to have visitors. I've also just realised you haven't seen any of that. So we have this. We've got the actual tower section. Now I know this isn't the tower for docking the airship at, but I'd like to actually consider what we do with this arc thing doohickey. Also at some point I might want to retrieve and get rid of those trapdoors. So, and that was what I wanted the cobblestone for, or the deep slate. Because what I would like to do is start off with some polished deep slate. Just for the... Oh, and let's... No, come here. Let's get half a stack of stairs as well. I should probably have checked in here. Oh, I had half a stack of stairs. Oh well. Boop, boop, boop. Boopity boop 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 boopity boop 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 boopity boop. And apparently Fnurbles is wandering off again. At some point we'll have to decorate this area in such a way that Fnurbles is a little bit more constrained. So let's see. Which bits of this are the tower? These. Let's see. I think it's the central 4. Yeah. So these. Yeah, the ones that I'm stood next to. Excellent. Camera count's right in the middle of nothing. So. Let's start replacing this with deep slate. Because I think the deep slate kind of looks a bit like iron. Or, sorry, not iron. Iron's not the word I was looking for. Cast iron. And so it has that very steampunky feel to it. Or at least in this context, I think it will. Particularly once I add in all sorts of other colouring. So let's start by getting this in. Do, 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 do. So while I do what is ultimately going to be an awful lot of deep slate, how is everybody? How are people's Tuesdays going? I was nearly saying Thursday there. Okay, so we're nearly at the point where that goes away. sleepy. Yeah. Do, do, do. Squirrel! Around here, in this economy, however would we dare squirrel? Why did I throw myself off the roof? I did not mean to throw myself off of that. I was hoping to get round to the other side. Hectic, even more so. Low energy. Can't wait to catch your third virus. Ugh. Look after yourself, Frauke. About to submit the application. University of Bleep did not make it easy with their applications. At least it's done and you can focus on more things. Yay for focus. Hopefully it'll all go well, Blast. You can just say puns you didn't have. Ah, the University of Clowning Around. But, yeah, look after yourself, Frauke. I am so glad that I went and picked up so much more of the Deep Slate. If it's going to cost this much. I forgot. We're working with a building this size. Just how tall is this fnurbling tower? There it is. Okay. So I think what I should do is put it in that there. How, Scots? How? It's one of my... Well, yes, I know. Oh, goodness. Also, apparently this is oxidized quite a bit. You're crossing your fingers. UK and CA are ending their applications very early on, so here's hoping. Yeah. Right. Now, let's have a think. I should probably not think in... Yeah. You know what? Oh, no, hold on. Before I do that, let's... Nah. Ones with funding anyway. Yeah, funding in universities at the moment is an interesting thing. A great many of them are trying to basically protect the money that they don't have because they don't have much of it. No, actually, I'd like to keep this as wax. No. I'm going to unwax this and get it one stage aged. This lot is fully aged, so let's swap it. I'm going to do a reverse David. It's not just education, it's research and science and everything around it as well, Taran, which is annoying the daylights out of me. But we're veering heavily into politics there. And where's my axe? Who has my axe? There it is. You're axing the wrong thing. Ritsu. Is it still a David if I use the fact that the copper trapdoors on the top... We're veering into politics. Where's my axe? Yep. Is it still a David if I'm using the trapdoors to age the copper beneath them? Beneath? What the heck is beneath? I'd like to find my teeth, please. Where the nurbles am I? Oh, hasten, Lily. What have I been quoted as now? Hold on. Okay. Back to look. Yep. Oh, and before we head into here, Heil Hydrate. And to go with it, a stretch as well. Move chair, up we get, and curse the... Yeah, archival processes are slightly less stringent than Raven's. You're just taking Veg's word for it. Wow. No wonder I'm going to need a new wing for the Frozen Archive. Which brings me back to a thought. Yes, I know, it's dangerous. I have thoughts. I was having a think about the fact that it is December next week. God help us. I'm thinking of spending next month working in the Frozen Archive in the days when we're in the Madness World. Thoughts? In this economy? Yeah, I know. Because we have a few things there that we need to work on. Namely, we've got some armor stands to place. We've got 400 and fnurbling quotes to get. We've got a whole heap of things like villagers and foxes to build areas for them to live in and so forth. And so that kind of feels like a Christmassy thing. Scotsman's little helpers have been scribing all year to write those... Aha! I knew I had honeycomb up here. Or I knew I had honeycomb somewhere. I'm glad it was up here. Sounds good. Yay! I mean, I'm not going to guarantee we're going to get very far with all of that, because, to be honest, at the moment, builds seem to be running very, very slow. The fact that they're enormous doesn't help. Please try to avoid RSI while transferring all the quotes. There's a reason why all the quotes are in Discord, Taryn. And that is, I can cut and paste from there. Right. Why am I using that chest? Smeg it. I'm using that chest because it's there. Right. What I would like is to... I should have dropped these back. You can. 466. Yeah. I really wish there was a way of de-aging oxidized copper without having to place it down and hit it with an axe. I think I want to go back by 2. Yeah, that's the point I want it to be. Ouch. That sounds bad, Taryn. Yeah. Well, you take care of yourself. Sin Lily! Thank you for a 7-stream streak. Wait. Who's telling on who? Fortunately, you can oxidize... You can... Hold on. Let me start that again. You can wax your copper in your inventory. he says, fnurbling it all up again. Right, let's get 4 of those as that. 4 of those as this. And 4 of them as these. And if we need any more, we'll have to sort it out in a minute. Right, let's head for the middle of this curve. You know, somewhere around about here, he says, smashing face first into it. Because, of course, that made perfect sense. I forgot to pick up more of the fnurbled deep slate. And we have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch it. It does not appear to be a weekly, so it's down to whether or not you feel like it. Ow. Or whether or not you need it. Oops. A bit late on advising people about that one, wasn't I? Sorry. Hashtag rigged. Yep. Okay. Let's start from here. Yeah, you ever have those moments when you kind of wish that you had thought about bringing a Ghast up with you? Oh well. So be it. Where's the fnurbling section that I was working on? There it is. So, actually, I think I've been inconsistent here. So, it would be that, and then that. Yeah. Whoop. Hey, Sci-Fi. You know what? Let's go and get a Ghast. This feels like the perfect place to be working from a Ghast. Let's not get the one with the llama on it. Is that the No Drama Safety llama? No, it's just a random llama. Come on, Puffy. You're about to be useful. How are you doing, Sci-Fi? I still can't remember why we've got a llama in a chest boat. Hey, Elkhorn. Back in a few. Meeting time. Have a good meeting, Raven. I'm sure there was a reason why we've got a llama in a boat. The phrase "because" comes to mind. Oh good, I have a bed with me. Did we name it? It wasn't... if you think I'm going back to actually look at that one, we'll have to... Remind me to look at it later. Good, hiding inside. Yeah, hiding inside feels like a good idea. My office was suffering from... We turn the heating on when people arrive in the office today. So it was 13 degrees when I actually sat at my desk this morning. Yeah, Dad got to try the preheat on his EV today. Got to a toasty 18. Dang. Yep. Slightly jealous there. Right. So what I'm going to do is take that out and that out and that out. That gets to be one of these. Yeah. So what? Fnurbled. So what fnurbled? So what I'm thinking is we do that. And then we all need to do the same on the upper half. And that. That become polished. In the 4 times you could put, say, 13C into air. Did I ever forget? Did I ever fix that? No, I didn't. Oops. Oh well. Hey, what do you know? It works. At least it works in the right direction. In the wrong in the right way, in the wrong way. Fnubble. Apparently I've got the commands the wrong way round as well. Either way, 55. At my desk. True. Point still stands on that one. Right, let's take that. Odds are the ghast is going to wander off. Hey, what do you know? It didn't have a chance. Okay. You see, that now gives us a fairly wide area that we can then detail into the middle of. What I'm thinking is... how do we want to do this? Glam, 10C here and rainy. Boo. Yeah, very much so. But that's outside. You can still get a conversion from Duck Duck. Oh no, Scotsman's thinking again. Hey, dragon. I'm in one of those uncertain moods. Have minus 3C at the moment. Yikes. So there's 2 possibilities here. And there really are. The first is we treat this like it's a sealed unit and it's just existing to pass, say, power and electricity and so forth up. But that raises the question of how the heck do you get people up? But then again, it's fairly thin as a tower. Burr. I agree. Very much burr. Ratty. Ratty, welcome in. Don't mind me. I'm just shifting by accident. Anyone fancy 24C temperature tonight? Yes, I'll take it. So if we do that, what we could do is have... Ooh, I have an idea. Right, I'm going to swap materials, grab some extras, and think in a different colour as well. Not sure. You used to send me the chills from the tropics to me, but if you ask for it, blows the current of wind out. Well, yeah. Currently 279 Kelvin here. 273 is 0. Yeah. No, it's... Well, yes it is, but equally it's... I think that's what? 6C? Or is that 6F? 6C. Hey, what do you know? I can remember my Kelvin. That's Lord Kelvin to you. Whoop. I guess we're going shopping. Well then. Canadian Dragon has deemed that instead of going to collect materials, we're going to collect a Ravager. Alright, time to empty my inventory. Before the Ravager murders me and empties it for me. Let's see. Actually, I don't know why I put those in there, because I'm going to want to find them again, so I'm going to put all of those in here. Actually, let's not pretend we did. And put them at the foot of... let's put the chest at the foot of the bed, instead of the bed at the foot of the bed. Right, we're going Ravager shopping. First thought, do I have... I think the name tags are all at Gordonstein. You will survive until you don't. Yes, well, I agree. Unless I'm playing Decked Out, which you'll notice isn't available today. Right. Let's not upset the Overseer. And here we just bypass the entire set of tunnels. I won't be able to do this once we've got the tunnels completed. We'll have to take the long route. Okay. We will consider this a training run for Decked Out. Whee! Right. What we need is a name tag. Oh, actually, what we also need is to find Canadian Dragon's book. E.g. actually use the tunnel he's building. Yeah, I know. There we are. Canadian Dragon. So we've got Snowbot. And Ravage. Racetrack Stables. And the date is 5/11/25. Have I done that the same? Oh, no I haven't. You'd think I would actually understand what I was doing here. I'm not going to comment on that one, Dragon. Yet. Wow. You hear that? They want to make my life difficult. They really do. And we have a Roselia. For those who might want a Pokemon. Whoops. Double press that button. Let's post that one instead. Yes, and... Hey, cutie. Hello. Whoop. Thank you for the boops. Right. Fairly sure, along with a pile of Gordons here, we have a name tag. Alright. So we got Ravage. Okay. Now the good news is, we actually have some recruits ready and willing. The bad news is, I need to prepare the course for me to run it by way of getting them in. Because, if I remember rightly, we're heading up there. So... ready, sure, willing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, well, yeah. Alright, I need to pick that up. And those. Now, we need to make sure that we can come along here. Boop, 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 boop. While we're at it, let's get the camera count over here so that we can see teeny tiny Scotsman as he runs from the Ravager. There's a good viewpoint. There we are. And then we come up here. Around the bend. And into here. Oh, we're going to destroy grass if we're not careful. I hear you. I heard that. Let's grab those shears. Grab those so that we don't destroy them, because we will. Put that back in there. Take a quick nap because it's getting dark, and the last thing you want to be doing is getting chased by a Ravager in the pitch black. Do you ever get chased by a Ravager in the pitch black night? Out of curiosity. Okay, that chest has random stuff in it. That chest has... Ooh, holy smokes! Quite literally. Campfires. Boats. And more egg. Aye, that's a decent number of campfires. Ooh, and Crimson Stem. Okay, remind me to steal all of that. Look after yourself, Blast. Good night. That chest is on fire. Yeah. Alright. Close, open that gate again. Okay. So the gates are all open. Actually, what I'm going to do is put a bed here. There we are. That's now my emergency respawn point in case of need. Is this lever shut off? Yes, it is. That powered off. Excellent. Let us go and retrieve Ravage. How does one steal from oneself? Fires and Crimson Stem after safety secure. Hi. Hi. Ravage. Ravage season. Scots season. Ravage season. Okay, all of this is in the right direction. Urban, welcome in. Hi, Cluck. How you doing? The Emotional Support Chimkin, with its No Drama Safety Llama Nutcase Division, PhD in KFC, Shrink License, and a Grow License, just in case. Ravage. Go on. Okay. Yes, you know things are surreal when you've got both a Shrink License and a Grow License. Okay. I'm going to swap to the cam account so that you can get a good view of this while I run. Helps if I press the right button. Hi. Hi. Hello. Are you ready for a run? What about a faux license? I don't want to do this. I'm in a nibble. Alright. Canadian Dragon, at your ready. Go. Ah! Go! I've gone too far. I missed my turning. I missed my turning. Yikes. Ow! I got bit. Come on. Who's a pretty... No. Who's a pretty no? Come on. Come on. Who's a boo boo doo doo? Yeah. No, 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 no. Hello. Right, now we do that to make sure that you can't get to me. And now we pick it up again. And now we put back the grass that we took out. There you are. You've got some nice grass, fresh grass. Thank you, Ravage. These are pretty. No! Was that you? Hi, Ravage. And there we are. Chris Ravager names it. No! There you are, Canadian Dragon. We have Ravage recruited for you. Thank you so much for that. I should also mark the Wilderness DO runs as completed as well. Welcome in, Blackclad. How are you doing? We spooked Scots. Yes. I get spooked quite easily. Let me swap to this so that you can see Ravage in all of their prettiness. Hello, Ravage. Aren't you a pretty one? Hello. Who's a boo boo doo? So we've still got room for 2 more Ravagers. How many makes a full stable per racing team? 4. because the track takes 4 at a time. Therefore, I work on the assumption that 4 is a full team. Hello, Frecky. Hello, Ravenburger. Hi, Pain. Ah. You were nearly going to make me pain, weren't you? So you need 2 more. I mean, you don't have to have a full team. I mean, granted, I'm running out of decorated enclosures for the Ravagers. I might have to spend some time here. Sure you didn't. Now we return the track to its original existence. I love the fact that I deliberately left in this sort of thing. What kind of entertainment provider would you be without a full race team to excite the fans? An F1 owner? You want to get your armor and all that upgraded before you save up for a wrap. I'm going to need more stables at this rate. Let's have a quick look at where we are with stables. We've got 2 more here. And we've got 3 more over here. These 3 are undecorated. So I've got to decorate those. We're running out of actual Ravager stable space, though. So there might not be that many more Ravagers available for recruitment. Is this horse tethered anymore? Nope, this horse is no longer tethered. Okay. It's either that or we're going to have to come back here and build, say, some more... I was going to say some more stables. I was not going to say another track. Don't forget your bed, Scots. Ravager World Tour, but why not? You lot make this easy for me. Grab the fire some wood. Thank you. Almost a perfect landing there. Fires. Wood. Oh, it was less than I thought. Not even 2 full stacks of crimson stems there. Starts here, ends at the front. Just how long are the... What did the... That's a very long racetrack, Taryn. Where am I going? Wrong way. Why is there a sign here? You're actually thinking of a series of GPs like the F1. Ah, okay. So not a single course, but multiple tracks. Scott saw a sign, and it opened up their eyes. They saw the sign, and they still don't know what the sign was all about. Oh. It's the sign I'm losing it. No, it's a sign I've found a sign that I don't know about. Maybe build them in a way that it could be a mega... Aha.
Go!
Fnurbles is... Oh, dear. No. Hey, Bo. Welcome in. Fnurbles is not a sign. Fnurbles is a copper golem. How you doing, Bo? Right, I need to fly my way back to the portal. I'm still slightly disturbed by the concept of needing multiple Ravagers racetracks. Sound is a sign, sound is Homer, so eat a donut. Donuts. I need a nether circuit. If we do a nether circuit, I'm connecting it to the nether tunnel network. I'm basically using the nether tunnel network as the course. It'll just have to have a specific start track point and an end track. Why am I saying this? Why? Why? I don't want to... No. It's not that I want to do it. It's that I'm not going to half-arse it. What about those tunnels you wanted to make at minimum height in the nether? That's for a different usage, Taryn. These tunnels are big enough to serve as a racetrack. They are, particularly since I've gotten rid of the ankle breakers. Speed bumps, whatever you want to call them. I mean, the reason the tunnels are big is so that you can ride a horse through. Ah, but Blackclad. That would be the thing. This tunnel would not... if I do a racetrack for Ravagers in the Nether, it's not going to be... Pillager. It's not going to be Nitwit triggered. It's going to be me triggered. It would be multiple Ravagers chasing me. When is not a good time to summon them. You lot of gremlins. Utter fnurbling gremlins. Also, I think you're only allowed to redeem one a day. But I can't remember. Oh, dear. Right. Let's grab these back. Where's my chest of lights? There it is. Just rather that actually kills me, get bonus points. I don't... what I would probably do, Cyber, is arrange it so that multiple Ravagers have... There's a... Okay, so if I was going to do this, and the phrase if comes to mind, I would arrange it so that we had a starting gate of, say, 5 or 6, at most, Ravagers. And it would be that all of those gates are open simultaneously, allowing the Ravagers to be released and start chasing me. And then it would be, you race straight into an advert break. Don't... Look after yourself, Urban. I race through the nether tunnels, being chased by all of the Ravagers at once, to an end gate set, where the Ravagers basically are filtered in so that we're only allowed one at a time. into each gate, at which point we can then work out who's first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, etc. All races need sponsors. And that would be the thing, Taran. It would be probably that we'd actually have it so that it would be that you yes. Saunters in from a vaguely downward direction, yes. The ad break that started. Ah, of course. Hey, Landstrad. I was wondering if we could turn that into predictions. Hail Hydrates. And to go with that, a stretch as well. Pretty sure predictions only have two options. I've seen them with 4 even, so I think you can have more than 2. Up to 5. Ah! Up to 5 would fit with 5 Ravagers. Huh. Yeah. I'm going to think about this one for about a month or 3. There we are. Just make sure we're not conflating predictions with polls. Yeah. Polls can have up to... Right, hold on. Twitch. Manage a poll, manage a prediction... I can't read this properly. Sorry, up to 10. Goodness. Also, there's a section of the world that can't participate in predictions. True. Huh. I will continue to think. None of this is set in stone, he says, picking up stones. Because basically none of this exists. All of this is completely and utterly broken mentally. A bit like me. Haha! Where's the... There it is. No. Yes. Doopity-doop, doop-doop-doopity-doo. You and you. Actually, no, not... tough is expensive. Let's use... And where's the... There it is. So let's do... No, first we've got to convert it into that. Actually, let's only do 2 of those as that. And then we'll do this into these. Stone bricks into stairs. Take a quick nap. Still this one. Okay, so we've got that, and that, and andesite. We will have we got andesite as stairs? Got stone stairs, andesite stairs. That'll do. I don't want to do too much of this yet. Okay, let's go and get my my construction assistant. And of course, the camera count could do with being back here as well. I mean, to be honest, anything involving a nether racetrack for Ravagers is probably going straight to the bottom of the scope creep list, because the scope creep list is currently somewhere in the realms of 5 to 75 years long. And I wish I was joking. Due to gremlin activity, the scope creep list is quite long. As I don't look that way. Okay, I'm already liking the feel of this as a design. One in the overworld, one in the nether, one in the end. Don't forget the Nautilus racetrack as well, Dragon, which is needed. Once Mounts of Mayhem gets here. Really? You better not be a thunderstorm. Do that, and since we've got an extra block there, that'll do that. So what we then want to do is, scope creep list is probably infinite, because if we keep adding other servers at this rate at the rate of one per year, well, not all servers are going to be forever, I suspect. I don't know. I suspect we probably won't continue adding at one a year, that's for sure. Otherwise, I would never have any time doing anything. I think I'm now at my maximum number of servers, to be honest. Now, what I'm toying with is... Okay, let's do the other side here. Plus, we have to feed my decked out addiction. Yeah, my decked out addiction is real. Hold on. Ah! Those are not in the right place. Because, of course, they're not. Saving your points to feed the decked out addiction. Wow. I'm going to have to go mining for large amounts of emeralds, diamonds, to cope with the decked out addiction. Right. You. There. What are you doing there? Right. So the question becomes, do I use a complete... I might put the tuft down the middle. Who renamed my Ravager and decked out? So, in a moment of absolute... and utter irony, Volder went in just after stream to rename another Ravager, aiming to get one of the unnamed ones or one of Luna's, and renamed the one that I renamed away from Volder back to Volder. Which I find is absolutely hilarious and just sudden and inevitable betrayal moment. I find it hilarious more than anything. Volder was actually almost slightly mortified. And then probably the hilarious part of it was immediately after they renamed the Ravager, they died to it. So, yeah, that was hilarious. Glow Sticks, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. We are attempting to work out the styling for the upright for this large docking tower at the moment. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put the tuff down the middle to make it look like there's almost sort of some sort of track that has been worn along. Come on, Huffy. You can do it. Good grief, I forgot how slow happy ghasts are. They're great for building, just really slow for getting to and from the build site. Do 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 do. Do 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 yeah da da. Ba ba da ba ba da 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 da. Right. Do we have a supply of... No, we don't. Okay. That was worth checking. Actually. Do we have... We do. I wonder if Blackstone would be good for the central line. Yeah, I think Blackstone might be nice for the central line. Let's try it. We've got cracked, polished Blackstone bricks. No, we haven't got any. Why do I never have the materials that I'm looking for? Alright, let's make about that many of those. That many of those. That many of those. And take a quick nap to get rid of the... I'd like to get rid of the rain now. Please? Please? I'd like to get rid of the rain. There we are. Not allowed. Yeah, denied. I was watching somebody earlier and they slept to get rid of darkness. Woke up and it immediately started to thunderstorm. It's like Minecraft going, nope, you need to sleep more. The height of that bubble column is a definite example of just how ridiculously over the top this build is by how long it takes to get to the top of the bubble column. It's like, yep, you're going to take 30 seconds to get up a bobble elevator. It's like, what? How tall is this thing? No, I didn't. Got 40-kilometer winds predicted for today. Yikes. Survey says no, it doesn't have a name. Why not use a cake ladder? I'm not green. I'm definitely not green. Which bit's cool, glow sticks? This whole world is a little bit over the top. So what I might do, the whole build. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Let's get that block the right way up first. Oh, nurbles. How many times can I place something the wrong way up? What I might do is mix in some of the polished deep slate occasionally. As well. Yeah, that gives it a nicer feel. And what we can do is, in certain spaces, take out a couple of these and extend this just to make it look a little bit patchy, like it's almost sort of an oil slick type thing. At which point I probably would want that block back. Yep, there it is. Oh, ghasts are wider than 3 blocks. Of course they are. Oh, these are all stairs. I can stick my head into them. There we are. Always helps you when you suddenly remember, oh, these aren't solid. I can stick my head into them. Huh? I don't know why I'm moving away on the ghast. Actually, I do, so that I can see this better.
May we have your attention, please?
That one. And this one. This one. I quite like that effect, particularly when you combine it with the side when you look at it from the side. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to probably make it so that it's possible to climb up the inside of this through the use of stairs and ladders. Or stairs and trapdoors, because trapdoors operate as ladders, I think. So I need to test something in a minute, but if you've got a pile of trapdoors vertically, do you have to be coming up from stairs for them to still operate? Up from ladders for them to continue to operate as ladders, or do they operate? No, because they don't operate as ladders when you're not using them when you're not connecting them to ladders, which always seems weird. Right, what I do want to do is introduce a little bit of variation to this. So let's say take this bit and make that one like there, like so. Actually, would it be like that, or would it be...
Please do not leave cases or parcels unattended anywhere on the station. Any unattended articles are likely to be removed without warning.
Let's get that back. Would it be more angular? Actually, angular looks better. Yeah, I like that. And so for the top, plus shaped occasionally. Ooh, that's a nice thought. So let's tinker in this area. You know what? It might be nice if I turned off clouds. Video setting. Quality clouds. So you'll say, see something like, "Hey Ninjet, welcome in." Something like that. Yeah, because that then is sort of that, but more. Yeah, that's nice. So let's bring in a bit more of this to see how it looks. What might be nice is for the connection points here to swap over to the... Yeah, hold on. No. Oh, I thought I had some. Okay, fine. To swap over to... I think I need to go from fresh deep slate. These ones, the chiseled. But to add in, do I have any? No. Some Blackstone buttons to give it. I mean, odds are the buttons won't be visible, but... So at, say, this point, and this point, we swap in the chiseled deep slate, and just for testing purposes. Ooh, I like that. That makes it feel like it's got sort of structure into it, without adding too much. The buttons might not be necessary. Pretty sure the buttons are a complete waste of time. Although you say that, but actually I think they changed the texture just enough. Do buttons have a distance that they're... I don't even think they're visible. They're not visible. The buttons are a complete waste of time. And we have a Dramper in chat, for those that might need to try and catch it.
Rat, dirty, perky, shark, a back, flat, important, fill a bucket, Martin, Perkaluma, Burton.
Come back here, you. Huffy! Huffy! Come back, you fnurbling little ghast. Ah, well, that explains why you didn't come back. You're puffy. You're puffy, not huffy. Also, thank you for the fnurbles to manage to nearly make me jump off of the bed. Right, don't need those. I'm going to put those into one of the bundles. But I think that the chiseled works nicely, though. That's not chiseled. That's... There we are. Yeah, because if I do that, and then bring this back in, that helps make it feel like that's a strengthening point where it's all been sort of added to. Add in more of the... I wonder if occasionally I should swap in some copper bars instead of just going the copper grates. Or should I just do all of it in copper bars? To give that sort of depth. I'm tempted to do a... Uh-oh. He's thinking again. Panic! Oh, no, actually, that was supposed to be that block. Let's make it jump. I thought I saw something down here. Let's grab that. You never know, that might be the one block that breaks the camel's back. Right. Yes. And... gosh darn it. I thought I had more than 2 iron bars. And I don't appear to have... oh, I do. Excellent. That'll do. This build is too big. Come back here. Oof. So we can do... because what we can do is some of these bars, when you get to the next phase of the copper, it looks like it's a match for the iron bars better. For the moment, this is going to look pretty terrible. Hey, Lotus, welcome in. That said, it doesn't look as terrible as I thought. But once those oxidize one level, they're going to look a lot closer in colour. Bizarrely. Oh, and you've managed to remind Elkhorn to join the scurry. Thank you. Yeah, I think that actually looks much more interesting as a structure. It doesn't feel as flat anymore. I'm doing alright, Lotus. How are you doing? Yeah, that feels less flat now, which I like. And we can use, say, the copper grates. Yeah, I think you're probably very right there, Taran. Have we got enough? Yes, we have. Where's that torch? There we are. Alright. No. That's not... Well, need that for that, but... So it's that... That, and that... That... And we need to have the cross braces the same on the front and back, because otherwise that would look silly. You wouldn't brace in distant positions. Hello, Luna. Thank you for the lurk and for the check-in. Woke up with a headache. Other than that, you're well. I hope the headache runs away soon, Lotus. Too many L's. I'm wondering if I should, for the ones which are the whoops, the strengthening sections, I'm wondering if I should make those one of the darker materials. Nah. Right, what I want to do is that, because I need to put back in at least a couple of torches. Oh, just the one. Take out two, put in one. Gloomy as heck. Aww. Oh, I've got the chiseled here. Oh, hey. Yep, but if you didn't like Gloomy, you wouldn't be living in Seattle. Hey, but yep. I'm not littering. This is a construction site. It's incomplete materials. Besides, more to the point, it's netherrack. Hold on. Those are not the right block. Trash. There we go. Meow. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. I live in the UK. Enough said. Yeah, well. Where's a bed? Right, odds on Puffy running away while I sleep are pretty high, but let's see. Yep. Puffy. You nibbling little... fly, Puffy! Be free!
Bladder's patent as a trapper all!
Exactly. Let's put in some of this on this side, just to get some of the structural colour in on this side as well. I know that the orange of the copper bars before they've aged is really, really jarring. Yeah. You're hoping for the great horny toads. I swear the lore of the great horny toads is going to end up being a thing, isn't it? I know that I'm missing a block there. Horny toads is a bit now. Oh, how do we end up with so much lore and random in this this Fnurbling group? Okay, I'm thinking that actually works quite nicely. Not sure why, but you keep hearing great horny toes. Yeah, by the time you get to a distance, the grating, the iron bars vanish. Actually, by this distance, those iron bars look really good. Okay, I think the bars, you don't really know what colour they are at this distance. Hey, Shadow. I think the plus is needed occasionally, but what I might do is alternate between the plus and the single reinforcement. This is starting to feel a lot more like the sort of colour and design I was hoping for. Because it also brings out some of the shape. It helps cope with the fact that this is a very, very boring shape. Just like your builds, they look best from far away, outside of render distance. Oh, Blackclad, your builds look great as well. Hey, Volder. Welcome in. Or should we call you the Ravager Stealer? As I said, that whole thing got its revenge by immediately murdering Volder just after they renamed it. Hi, sorry, I thought you were Volder. Welcome in. let's get a metric ton of the that. Put these back in for the moment. I'm going to deal with the copper in a minute. For the moment, let's just get the... right, so I'm going to get, let's see, 64 of these. You have absolutely nothing to apologize for, by the way, Volder. Where's the fnurbeling? There it is. Dip, 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 dip. I think once I've got that going all the way up and down, that's going to look pretty cool. That actually feels so much more like a solid structure now. Oh, if you need to buy Blackclad, then you're looking for a command like this. Exclamation poker shop, then the name of the ball you want to buy, then the number you wish to purchase. If you don't have enough cash, it'll tell you. Wait, who's wanting to buy Blackclad? How did that become a thing? I believe the answer to that is Lotus. Super Wario, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Ah, there we are. That's how to find out how much money you've got, Blackclad. Poker pass. Thank you for that information, Super Wario. $294,000. I think you've got enough to buy quite a lot of things there, Blackclad. More than you thought. I'm curious about the shinies. Ooh. 38 shinies for Frauke. Good lord. Right, let's get these in. That's the way up. You're shiny as a Psyduck. Wow. You have a combat team called Bragging Rights that is all shinies. Oh, that feels appropriate for okay. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, let's try and get this all the way to the top. There. One more? Two more. One more. You can at least say you have a shiny Paradox Pokemon. Goodness. I have no idea what one of those is. So, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. That one becomes a solid block. And that becomes one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nebbled. 5. So this one and this one become strengtheners. And I shouldn't have put away the copper. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. I think we'd be looking at 1, 2, 3, so we'll just offset that by 1. 1, 2, 3. It's not going to be an even, a continuously accurate number, particularly as we get higher up. Where's a good place to take a quick nap? Here? Why did you have to go upwards? That's better. Now that you've sunk in the world, I can get back on you. Actually, I'm going to go and pick up some of the copper that I want. That was a ridiculous high dive. No, that one. Waxed, exposed, chiseled copper. That's the stuff. Perfect landing. Right. You and you. There and there. And then you and you. Here, 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 and here. Question is, do we extend it by 1? That'll be an interesting question. I'll come back to that in a second. You. Just a spike black card. Your poker buddy is Haunter. Oh. Does Blackclad not approve of Haunter then? Or is that one that Blackclad's never been able to catch and wants? You have his favourite. Okay, it's his favourite. It had to be one of those. The uncatchable that they want is obviously going to be one of the things that it could have been. Sort that out in a minute. Right. That and that. Dang it. I think I... No, that's not going to help. So that wouldn't be there. That wouldn't be there. That wouldn't be there. That wouldn't be there. So I kind of feel like this would be stretched to maybe... Actually, no, I don't think it would. I think that's okay. That's not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 5. At which point we'd be looking at... This one and this one being the anchor points, and there, and there. I think that one should be a thingamawhatsit. That, and that shouldn't exist. At which point that one and that one should be anchors. That should be these. That and that shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. That. Those should all be these. Fnubbles. Oh, that's looking nice. Let's get the other side done so that we can see it a bit better. Right, so it's this. It's easy to get the stairs in. And they provide the anchor points for everything by way of placement. Still not at the top. That's the top that we're working to. That 3. Oh no, that's a 2. I was about to say that 3 feels wrong, but it's not. It's just a 2. You. Here, there. One more. Bit of that. Some of this. Get fnurbled. Go. There. Some of that. Nope. Dang it. 2-to-1 odds I'm going to rerun one stair short now that I've just dropped one from the sky. Oh, no, we're fine. Okay. We are surprisingly running short on the blocks, though, but fortunately I kept enough materials to make my own. Right. That. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3. You are one of those. I should probably place in the time. We're running short on time. Are we? It's only... There's still another 10 minutes before we have to go to Pretty's. So, 1, 2...
Butter's planted as a trapper all!
Thanks, Maggot. Heat death of the universe draws ever close. Wow. But wow. Weekly. Oh, I'm out of Ultra Balls. Well, that one should be anchor points. That, so we got there. Nah. Fortunately, I've got 5 of these left, and I've got 5 to place. You somehow managed to get far too much onto one line there, Black Lad. Yeah. I need these. Twitch added the first half for some reason. Occasionally, if you press the up arrow, it'll bring your a previous line that you typed back in, as though you're trying to repeat yourself. I've done that by accident in the past. Oh, nibbles. I've missed an anchor point. And I'm out of materials. Oh well. Time to jump off of this and go and sleep down here. Oh, Simon's arrived. Didn't press up. Wow. And Black Cloud was the only one to catch it. Yay for catching it. I need those. And do I have any more of the... I've got some of those. That'll do. Some of those. Alright. Where's my wayward... Come back, my wayward Fnurbler. There we are. So what I'd like to do is get it to the point where we've got the anchors and the cross struts in and the netherrack cleared away so that we can see what we're working with. Marrow? 2, 3, 4, 5. Anchor point in here. What? Scotsman's not a cat? No. What am I? Hey, Mad. Welcome in. Hi, Simon. No, Scotsman is not a cat. Yes, he is, in fact. Look, we're not supposed to explain that to Simon. He might actually decide that because I'm 12 squirrels, he's actually going to try and catch me. That. Wow. Not sure which is funnier. Well, that block's gone forever. Okay, so looking at this, that and that, and difficult. No. Managed to hit the caps key. This is the point where things start falling apart in the design, when we get to a section that is no longer where it aligns properly. I almost feel like I should put a block there, despite the fact that I wouldn't normally. Let's do that. One of them definitely talks in all caps. The other is on her way to remind me about food right now. Look, it's not quote 200 yet. I still have time. Oops. One. Maybe not the rest of the herbs, but definitely time. And absolutely not Parsley the Lion. For those who don't remember Parsley the Lion, yes. No, Scott's the one who's reminding me about food, is the one who talks in all caps, despite being literally twice the size. Nico is incredibly soft-spoken. Oh, because cats. That shouldn't be there, and let's see if we can get the other side. So glad you still have your phone to type on. This is getting into the sort of position where you might want to consider adding a command key for disabling your keyboard. You can actually do that. You can set up a shortcut key to disable the keyboard. Oh, fnurbles. I'm out of copper. Hello, Blunding. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well, Blunding. But how can Simon voice his opinions? Probably quite vocally to Lotus, I'm sure. How are you doing? He meows a lot. Yep. Okay, so I'm missing 4 pieces of copper. I've got 3 rockets, so I can throw myself off, grab the copper, get back up here, and then declare that we're probably at quote 200 in a second. Those. Where did my gust go? Perfect landing. strong wind blowing in your direction. Goodness. Ah, duff. Yep, leveled. That one and that one. Oh, that looks so much better. Now that we've got more of this in place, I've just looked over to my left and seen the camera count and just looked at how this looks now. Let's turn on some lighting levels so that we can fix the light levels for the moment. There. 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 Check the top. Yep, everyone remember to med check as appropriate. Yep, that's fine. Let's get the ghast out of the way because we are virtually at quote 200 o'clock. Katsune, welcome in. Thank you for that Amazon Prime subscription. Everyone remember, Bezos has enough cash. Always use it to support your favourite streamer. Right. Come on. Hype train for the end of stream. Goodness. Apparently we are. Step 1, get a favourite streamer. Yep, that is an important first step. As long as your favourite streamer... unless you're allowed to have anyone as your favourite streamer. Hail Hydrate! Thank you for those 100 bits, Black Lad. And to go with the Hail Hydrate, we need a stretch as well. Thank you for that. Everyone remember, hydrate, stretch, med check if you need to. And True Purple managing to kick off the hype train with another 100 bits. Throwing us straight into a cheeky hype train as we go into Pretties mode. So, let's have a look at what all of this looks like in Pretties mode. And Taran, thank you for that gift sub to Lotus. Oh wow. That looks awesome. Oh, I'm really happy with the way that that's starting to look. What do you mean? That wasn't enough to get to tier 1. Whoops. Oh, I am very happy with the way that that's coming together. That is really going to look pretty awesome. Oh, yeah. That looks so much better than the Netherrack. And Mad found... Mad gifted found a gift sub and it's gone to Dab. Well, that's nice. Find your own victim, Gifty. And thank you for the 100 bits there, Elcorn. It's harder to see from this side once we've got the daylight in the way. So let's go back over to this side. And we have a weekly in chat for those who want to try and catch it. Oh, yes. That mix of the deep slate and the copper and the stone and the black stone on the underside really works nice. Mad, thank you for that gift sub to Blunding. Oh, that. Thank you, and thank you for all of the gift subs going out there. That's just, yeah, and yes, and yes, yeah. Streamer broke. Thank you so much for the gift subs, everybody, and thank you for the subs and the bits, and you're just all amazing. Victim return. Sub-sniping set up a command in the community as they had a couple of prolific sub-snipers. And Frauke has sniped Taran and given a gift sub to Cyber. Oh, thank you for that one, Frauke. Didn't realise that Cyber had managed to avoid being gift subbed there. And lots of people got loads of Graveards. You know, I think this is going to look pretty epic as we get more of it finished. As if you would give it anything. Wow. Don't think you've been subbed for a couple of months. Okay, that was a snipe of mine, one of them. There were 2 people who had a sniping duel that ended in a level 5 hype train back when it was capped. Good lord. Remember, sniping and fighting over a hype train is not necessary. Enforced sub mode. I'm fairly sure we're close to that already. Yeah, this... Now that we're actually getting into the point where we're building the top of the tower, I think... Yeah, I want to focus on the tower this week, and I really want to see what we can do by way of getting the upper docking area in place, which is going to also have some more Happy Ghast docks. So, although it's currently hidden in the clouds, of course it is, if we get up here, this section is going to have 3 Happy Ghast docks on each side. So that will look really quite good, and I think we're going to have fun with that. And Mad giving out a gift sub to First Prelude. Goodness. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is going to look fun when we get it completed. Oh, that's a dangerous train of activities, Blacklad. I do love the way that this... Now that we're taking it away from the red of the netherrack that was my original sketching block, this really feels like it's much, much nicer. I think the top block area is going to be probably a different set of materials so that it's differentiated from the support beam. But I need to figure that one out, and that will probably be tomorrow. Because, with 12 seconds left on the hype train, I'm going to hit this button. Can you put Ravagers in minecarts? Absolutely. You definitely can. Thank you for completing that hype train. 6 gift subs, 300 bits. Thank you to everyone. I have many times. Yes. Did I really boop that button? I did. I'm terribly sorry, Lotus. Don't know why I'm apologizing. It is my normal time. Yes. Putting Ravagers into minecarts is entirely normal. I do so quite regularly. We saw one earlier. Because we were moving them around and we had a redeem for Ravage, based off of the Transformers. So we now have Ravage the Ravager. I should really be careful with the way I phrase that in future. Ravage roller coaster win. Look, given we already have a Ravager racetrack, I don't think a roller coaster is necessary. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Haven't had a chance to raid them. To ravage my Ravage. Yes, Taran, I did say that. Oh, good lord. Right. Thank you to everyone for joining me today, and for all of the chaos, mayhem, and absolute bonkers nature of the day. It has been fantastic having you all here, and I think we've made a lot of progress on the off the clock, not quoting it. Yay! I think we've made a lot of progress on the docking tower. There will be a lot more of it tomorrow. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now. Thank you for the raid message there, Taran. I am going to send us over to the absolutely fantastic It's Topsy, who is on the Wilderness server and currently appears to be queuing for Decked Out. So, yes, we can get our Decked Out addictions in a different way, and we can raid out to somebody who I haven't had a chance to raid out to for a while. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully I will see all of you again soon. Bye-bye.